Hi everyone, it's Rita and I'm back. I'm from Miss Rita to the rescue and you're watching my latest video on YouTube, my YouTube channel. And this morning, on this dreary New England morning, we are going to be making these super fabulous paper peonies. Aren't they wonderful? This giant paper peony that I made using my Cricut, of course, and I am going to show you how to make them, so stay tuned. So today we're going to be assembling these very beautiful oversized paper peonies, and aren't they just gorgeous? All these petals. It actually consists of 6 layers of petals, and that you do need to use a glue gun to assemble this, and then also these really pretty stamens inside. There's 2 of them. So let me show you what you get when you make when you cut these out. So there are 2 stamens. One's a little bit smaller than the other. You're going to put those aside for now, and then you have 2 so you have 2 of each kind of petals, and I'm looking for my, here we go. So you have 2, these are the centers of the petals, and what you'll see is that these are tabs, and you're going to fold them in and glue gun them this way on each of those 3, I call them arms, I don't know what they're called, but you fold them in and glue them to themselves. You see, making sort of a cup. This is the middle, the absolute inside before this, you know, obviously the stamen, but this is the innermost petal leaf. And you will need to do what I call conditioning the paper. You can use a bone folder for that. If you are like me and you have a son that takes off with all of your equipment, like my son did this morning, he took my very precious bone folder for one of his little adventures. You can also use scissors. You can use the side of, you know, a tool, a pencil, whatever. You don't need to have one of those bone folder things. They help. I like working with them. But at any rate, you're going to want to do that for all of these pieces. You can even do it by hand, for instance. Okay, so those are your middle layers. And then you've got the, I'm sorry, those are your innermost layers. These are your middle ones. Now, here's something that I just learned, and you know, you can teach old dogs new tricks, because I always thought these next 2 were the outermost petals. Well, they're not. They're the middle ones, and I don't know why I always thought those were the outermost, but they're the middle ones. And then the outermost ones are these tri pieces, or tri-stemmed pieces. And here's our little tab. Remember our tabs for making the daisies and the daffodils? That's what these are for. You're going to use a little bit of hot glue there after you condition the leaves, right? And here's what you end up with. I did them in different colors so you could see the difference between the layers. So these are our outermost pieces, and we're going to we're going to sandwich these all together. So these are outermost pieces, and then here comes the middle piece, right? I'm going to put this on here, and there's your next middle piece, and slightly center those, offset those, and there's our very middle, right? You're going to use the hot glue, which I have on my hand here, huh? You're going to use the hot glue to assemble these, and you want to use a generous amount of hot glue. And then once you do that, and you know what's great is you can keep working with this paper once it's glued. You don't have to worry about that glue coming unstuck, like when you maybe use liquid paper glue. Okay, so and then you put those stamens in, and you have the most glorious and large, not quite an exact replica of a peony, but pretty close, a little bit bigger, and you end up with this fabulous flower. And you know what, I wanted to make mention that leaves do come with these files. I don't use the leaves except for when I'm making stemmed flowers, but in this case these are so big that I think they'd make a great decoration on a wall or around a doorway. So I tend to just not do the leaves, not show you about the leaves, but leaves do come with the file, and I'm going to give you that file. Make sure you check the detail page of my of this video to get the free Cricut Access file, and you're welcome to do the leaves as well. But in this case, I just thought, oh, I don't know, 10 or 12 of these around my doorway in different shades of pink. Wouldn't that look fabulous? So that's how you make a oversized paper peony. Wasn't that super fun and pretty easy? Even though you do have to use a little bit of glue gun work, you have to use a little bit of hot glue to make these happen. But they're just gorgeous and oversized. Wouldn't they look fabulous on decorated on a doorway, or perhaps a wall, or maybe even something that you'd want to create for your next event. Maybe you're getting married, having a bridal shower. These would be perfect for them. And who doesn't like peonies? My feeling is that they are just such a welcome addition to any garden. And in here, actually, welcome addition to the home. They'll last longer than they would in your garden. So thanks so much for coming today. My name is Rita, and I have a website, Miss Rita to the Rescue, and you're also watching me on YouTube. I have a new YouTube channel. I wanted to thank you, every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I now have over 100 subscribers. I'm so jazzed by that. I just can't, I can hardly believe it. And last night, my son Mo and I celebrated with a fancy cake, and we had a cake topper that said celebrate, and I am going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to make any kind of cake topper. Super easy. So do stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, because you won't want to miss any of this wonderful content. So thank you so much for coming today, and I hope that you make it a fabulous day.